Welcome to today's video, Coin Enthusiasts Glowing Star. In this episode, we'll explore the fascinating story behind the 1971 Australian 50-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth, a true symbol of Australia's history, progress and pride. From its elegant design by Arnold and Stuart Devlin to its transition from silver to copper nickel, this coin represents a remarkable chapter in Australia's numismatic journey. So sit back and join us as we uncover the beauty, meaning, and hidden value of this iconic 1971 50-cent piece. Top 3 first up. The 1971 Australian 50-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is a fascinating and historically rich piece of Australian numismatic history. This coin belongs to the second series of 50-cent coins, which were first introduced in 1969. Replacing the original 1966 round 50-cent coins made of 80% silver. The 1971 version, like its successors, was struck in copper-nickel, marking a major shift in Australia's coinage system due to the rising cost of silver. Despite its common appearance, this coin carries immense historical value, representing a pivotal moment in Australia's transition to durable and cost-efficient decimal coinage. The obverse front of the 1971 50-cent coin features the first official Australian portrait of Queen Elizabeth, designed by Arnold, a British sculptor. In this depiction, the young queen is shown wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a royal gift she received as a wedding present. This elegant portrait became one of the most recognizable images of the Queen across Commonwealth coinage, symbolizing her youthful grace and her strong connection to the Commonwealth nations, including Australia. Around the portrait are the words, Elizabeth II Australia 1971, clearly denoting the monarch and the country of issue. The reverse back side of the coin features the Australian coat of arms, designed by Stuart Devlin, who also created designs for other Australian decimal coins. The coat of arms displays a shield containing the badges of the 6 Australian states, supported by a kangaroo on the left and an emu on the right, two native animals chosen because neither can easily move backward, representing progress and forward movement. Above the shield is the 7-pointed Commonwealth star, symbolizing the unity of the 6 states and the territories of Australia. The entire design sits within a 12-sided border, a unique shape that distinguishes the coin easily by touch and sight. One of the key reasons the 1971 50-cent coin holds interest among collectors is its composition and shape. Made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, it weighs 15.55 grams and measures 31.51 millimeters in diameter. The design was retained from the post-1969 series and remains in use to this day, making it one of Australia's most distinctive coins. The decision to move away from the original silver round design was both economic and practical, ensuring that the coin could continue to circulate without being melted down for its metal value. In terms of mintage, the 1971 Australian 50-cent coin was produced in large quantities by the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. However, despite the high mintage numbers, finding coins in uncirculated or mint-state condition can be somewhat challenging, as most were used heavily in circulation during the early 1970s. Over time, circulation wear, scratches, and loss of luster have made pristine examples more desirable among collectors. The coin remains a common yet historically important issue in Australian numismatics. Collectors value the 1971 50-cent coin not only for its age, but also for its representation of Australia's decimal currency evolution. Decimalisation began in 1966, and by 1971 Australians had fully adapted to the new system. This coin stands as a symbol of that period of change, when Australia modernized its currency to align with global standards, making trade, accounting, and daily transactions more efficient. From a historical perspective, the early 1970s were a time of cultural and economic growth for Australia. The 1971 50-cent coin, carrying the image of Queen Elizabeth, represented both national unity and the enduring relationship between Australia and the British monarchy. The continued use of the Queen's portrait reflected Australia's constitutional ties with the Commonwealth and its respect for tradition, even as it forged a more independent identity on the global stage. Some rare variations and errors of the 1971 50-cent coin have been reported, including minor, die cracks, and off-center strikes, which can significantly increase a coin's value among collectors. While these are not widespread, finding one in good condition can make the coin worth far more than its face value. Regular 1971 coins in circulated condition typically hold only nominal value, but uncirculated and proof examples can fetch higher prices, depending on quality and demand. As for its market value, the 1971 Australian 50-cent coin in standard circulated condition usually sells for around its face value or slightly above. However, uncirculated specimens can range between $5 and $15 AUD, while proof or error coins may command much higher prices depending on rarity and condition. The true value lies not only in monetary worth, but in its historical and cultural symbolism. In conclusion, the 1971 Australian 50-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is more than just a piece of change. It is a snapshot of Australia's history, national pride, and evolution in coin design. From its copper-nickel composition to its beautifully detailed coat of arms, it captures a moment when Australia was embracing modernity while honoring tradition. For coin collectors, historians, and admirers of royal portraiture alike, this coin remains a meaningful and enduring relic of Australia's numismatic journey. Next up, the Australian 50-cent coin from 1972 holds a fascinating place in the nation's numismatic history, not only for its association with Queen Elizabeth, but also for its relative scarcity and importance within the decimal currency era. Struck at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, this coin represents a key period in Australia's transition from the early years of decimalization into a stable and modern coinage system. The 1972 issue stands out because of its low mintage and the symbolic continuity it maintained in the portraiture and national emblems that defined Australian identity under Queen Elizabeth II's reign. When Australia introduced decimal currency in 1966, the 50-cent coin was initially produced in silver 80% silver, 20% copper, and featured a round shape. However, due to the rising value of silver that made the coin worth more for its metal content than its face value, the government quickly withdrew it. In 1969, the Royal Australian Mint reintroduced the denomination in a copper-nickel form, which has remained the standard ever since. The 1972 issue was part of this new generation, featuring the Arnold effigy of Queen Elizabeth on the obverse, a graceful and youthful portrayal that captured her early reign and dignity as Australia's monarch. The reverse design of the 1972 50-cent piece, created by Stuart Devlin, remains one of the most iconic and enduring in Australian coinage. It features the Australian coat of arms, displaying the kangaroo and emu supporting the shield that represents the 6 states of the Commonwealth. Above the shield rests a 7-pointed Commonwealth star, and the entire design is surrounded by delicate decorative elements that symbolize unity, progress, and national pride. Devlin's artistry, combined with the shape, made this coin instantly recognizable and distinct from any other circulating denomination. What truly sets the 1972 50-cent coin apart is its low mintage. Only 2.5 million pieces were produced that year, the lowest mintage for any 50-cent coin in regular circulation during the copper-nickel era. This scarcity makes it highly sought after by collectors. While the coin was not withdrawn from circulation, its limited production means that finding one in excellent condition, especially uncirculated or proof-like, is relatively rare. As a result, collectors often prize the 1972 issue as one of the key dates in assembling a complete set of Australian 50-cent coins. Over time, the 1972 50-cent coin has come to symbolize a blend of historical continuity and economic adaptation. It represents the resilience of Australian currency during a time when the country was modernizing its economy and reinforcing its national symbols under the Commonwealth. The coin's production quality was high for its time, and despite the modest numbers minted, many circulated examples still survive, though most show significant wear from daily use over decades. In the numismatic market, the value of the 1972 Australian 50-cent coin varies depending on its condition. Circulated examples typically sell for a modest premium above face value, but coins in uncirculated condition or proof strikes can command significantly higher prices, often ranging from $20 to $100 AUD or more, depending on grade and collector demand. Its scarcity makes it one of the most desirable 50-cent coins for serious Australian decimal coin collectors. From a historical standpoint, the coin also reflects the broader evolution of Queen Elizabeth II's presence on Australian money. The early portrait, used from 1966 to 1984, showcases a younger monarch whose image was associated with stability and continuity during a transformative period in Australian society. The 1972 coin thus serves as a reminder of that era, a time when the nation was asserting its identity both within and beyond the Commonwealth, yet still maintaining strong ties to its constitutional monarchy. In conclusion, the 1972 Australian 50-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth is more than just a piece of change. It's a treasured artifact of Australia's monetary and cultural history. With its low mintage, elegant design, and enduring symbolism, it stands as a testament to a pivotal time in the country's development. Whether found in a collector's album or discovered in loose change, this coin continues to evoke admiration and curiosity, a small but powerful reminder of Australia's rich numismatic legacy. Next up, the 1973 Australian 50-cent coin stands as a remarkable piece in Australia's decimal coinage history, representing not just the evolution of the nation's currency, but also a symbol of Queen Elizabeth II's enduring reign. Minted by the Royal Australian Mint, this coin followed the redesign introduced in 1969 and continued to be an important part of Australia's circulating coinage during the early 1970s. Its production reflects both economic stability and the stylistic trends of the era, capturing the essence of post-decimal Australian currency design. Introduced after Australia switched to the decimal system in 1966, the 50-cent denomination was first made from silver, but due to the rising cost of silver, the composition was changed in 1969 to a copper-nickel alloy, the same used in the 1973 issue. This coin, therefore, belongs to the second generation of 50-cent pieces made from a durable blend of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a distinctive silvery appearance and resilience against wear. It has a shape, a unique feature that instantly sets it apart from round coins, making it easy to identify both visually and by touch. On the obverse of the 1973 50-cent coin is the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth, designed by Arnold, one of the most iconic depictions of the Queen used across many Commonwealth countries during that time. The portrait shows Her Majesty wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, with the inscription, Elizabeth II Australia 1973, surrounding the effigy. This portrait reflects a youthful and dignified image of the Queen, symbolizing her steady leadership and the connection between the monarchy and the Commonwealth nations. The reverse of the coin features the magnificent Australian coat of arms, designed by Stuart Devlin, the renowned Australian artist responsible for much of the country's decimal coin artwork. The coat of arms showcases a shield divided into 6 sections, each representing one of the 6 Australian states: New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, South Australia, Western Australia, and Tasmania. Supporting the shield are 2 of Australia's most famous native animals, the kangaroo on the left and the emu on the right. Above the shield is a 7-pointed Commonwealth star, while the entire design is framed with intricate decorative flourishes. The 1973 50-cent coin has a diameter of 31.5 millimeters and a weight of 15.55 grams, making it one of the heaviest circulating coins in the Australian series. The edges are smooth, contributing to its clean and modern aesthetic. The mintage for this year was 14 million coins, which is relatively moderate compared to other years of production. While it is not among the rarest 50-cent coins, collectors still appreciate the 1973 issue for its balanced design, quality minting, and its place in the early years of the copper-nickel series. From a historical perspective, 1973 was a period of significant social and political development in Australia. Under Prime Minister Gough Whitlam's leadership, the country was experiencing changes in foreign policy, healthcare, and education. The coins minted during this time, including the 1973 50-cent piece, are silent witnesses to that transformative era, circulating widely among Australians as symbols of national pride and identity. In terms of collector value, the 1973 50-cent coin is generally considered a common circulation issue, but its condition determines its worth. Circulated examples are typically valued at face value, but uncirculated or proof-quality coins can fetch higher prices from collectors, often ranging from $3 to $15 AUD, depending on their grade and luster. Coins preserved in mint sets or with exceptional shine and detail are the most sought after, as they retain their full brilliance and sharp features. Interestingly, no major minting errors are officially recorded for the 1973 issue, but any examples such as off-center strikes or double die errors would significantly increase a coin's desirability among numismatists. Such anomalies are rare and often command premium prices at auctions or coin shows. The cultural significance of the 1973 50-cent coin extends beyond its monetary value. It represents a period of modernization in Australia's currency system and a reaffirmation of national symbols, such as the coat of arms and the native fauna. Coins like this serve as miniature works of art, connecting people to their heritage through everyday transactions. Even today, the 1973 50-cent coin continues to hold a special place among collectors and historians alike. Its combination of durability, artistry, and symbolic value makes it a fine example of Australia's post-decimal coinage. For those who appreciate numismatic history, the coin serves as a reminder of a time when national identity, design innovation, and royal representation merged seamlessly into one piece of metal, a legacy that endures through every coin still in circulation. In conclusion, the 1973 Australian 50-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth remains a beloved artifact of Australian coinage. It tells a story of change, pride, and continuity, encapsulating the beauty and strength of a nation under the watchful eyes of its monarch. Whether found in circulation or carefully stored in a collector's album, this coin carries a timeless appeal, connecting modern Australia with its rich historical roots and the enduring legacy of Queen Elizabeth. Thank you so much for watching and joining us on this journey through the history of the 1973 Australian 50-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II. Folded hands if you enjoyed learning about this remarkable piece of Australia's numismatic heritage. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating coin stories and rare finds from around the world. Your support keeps our passion for coin history alive. Sparkles, see you in the next video. Happy collecting and keep discovering the treasures of the past. Crown.